With the conflict subsiding, President Museveni is calling for increased financial support for the fight in Somalia as a key pillar for sustainable peace and stability in the Horn of Africa. The high-level summit brought together leaders and representatives from across the African continent to deliberate on the future of Somalia's security, the transition of the African Union peace mission, and the broader regional efforts to counter terrorism and restore stability.
If there are enough patriots in Somalia, the forces of progress in the world should support them.
Reflecting on Africa's own struggles with dictatorship and instability, President Museveni invoked the spirit of Pan-African solidarity that once aided Uganda during the fight against Idi Amin. President Museveni delved deep into the ideological foundations of Uganda's post-conflict recovery, development, and national unity. He cautioned against the politics of identity, sectarianism, and clan divisions, warning that these were dangerous distractions that could derail Africa's progress.
Those who insist on clan and sectarian organization, whether out of greed, parasitism, or ignorance, are mortal enemies of the future of the African race.
President Museveni stressed that prosperity in Uganda depends on mutual interdependence among its diverse communities. He also outlined Uganda's journey from a failed state between 1966 and 1986, marked by the collapse of the state institutions, to a stable and functional state. He argued that the same formula could be adopted in Somalia and other African countries facing prolonged insecurity.
Al-Shabaab is a very weak force. Otherwise, all this time and space you have given them, by this time they would be very strong if they had a healthy embryo that could grow.
He proposed the formation of a volunteer-based national army in Somalia, inspired by Uganda's experience during its liberation struggle. President Museveni recounted how Uganda, with the support of Tanzania and Mozambique, raised an effective force of 9,000 troops from a corps of just 28 trained cadres between December 1978 and April 1979 without the luxury of salaries.
We need enough and better equipped Somali soldiers, or enough external and better equipped soldiers, or both.
The Somalia president commended the collective success achieved so far in combating Al-Shabaab and acknowledged that although progress has been made, much more remains to be done.
Together, we have accomplished great success and much more needs to be done in eradicating Al-Shabaab from Somalia and from the region. We honor your sacrifices and we assure you that it is not in vain.
Hassan Sheikh Mohamud also pledged Somalia's continued collaboration through the Contract Group on the Somalia Transition (CGST) chaired by President Museveni, which he said would be instrumental in supporting the Somali security and development blueprint. Idia Feli Akulu, Entebbe.